this far under the water, trying to get out, and I drowned to death.
To see like my dad getting like shot in the back of the head.
Everything that I thought was real was a complete lie, and I've basically been lied to this entire time.
And this is when I always played with Ouija boards because I thought it was cool when I was younger.
Is this one of the reasons why you stopped playing?
This is the reason.
Corey looks so far away compared to everybody.
There's more blonde people than there are brunette people now.
Yeah, what's up with that, dude?
Blondes did better.
It's true.
What's up, guys? It's October. Things are getting spooky. We're gonna keep the theme of October horror.
What the f did you just call me?
Horror.
Oh, that's like a that keeps a lot of things. A hoardor.
Yes.
What? Sorry.
For today's scary video, we are gonna be talking about our worst nightmares that we have ever had. Do you guys have nightmares still ever?
I just had a nightmare earlier today.
I had a nightmare the other day.
I have more nightmares than you.
I have a nightmare every day when I wake up and I realize Aaron's my roommate.
I have a nightmare every day that I wake up and I realize, oh shoot, we let Jake live with us.
Alright, ready?
How does that make any sense?
Whoa.
Oh, okay, see, boom.
ghost.
Index.
What is that? Hello?
There's no one there.
No way, there's someone there. I heard someone outside.
God damn it.
This happens every day.
They're the only ones that get scared.
Whoever the cup spins on, they have to tell their nightmare.
Dude, it was meant to be.
Wait, we'll just go with me. Okay, we'll go with me. Fine?
Alright,
cool.
So
Okay,
we'll
Jay.
go down the line.
We'll go down the line. I was a young child, a young man growing. I went to sleep, and my dream was I woke up in a dark room. It was absolutely pitch black, nothing there, and then I look over, and my dad is sitting in a chair. And there's just a light shining down on him, so it's the only thing I could see. And my dad is sitting there, smoking a cigar, and I'm like, Dad, stop smoking! I literally was crying, I was bawling, because my dad, guys, he's super, super pure. He doesn't cuss.
Has he ever had sex?
I have no idea, I'm gonna find out.
No, my dad's a virgin.
I've never seen him drink anything or smoke anything in his life. So that's how, I was growing up to think. So whenever I saw him smoking, I was like, no, Dad!
You're smoking the whole cigar to yourself.
And then, and then my dad, it's like my dad couldn't hear me. Like he didn't know I was there. And when I woke up, I was in tears, I was crying. That morning was awful. That's the one nightmare that I really remember because I was so traumatized from it.
Oh my god, you took that to heart. Oh,
Don't smoke.
Did you go and talk to him about it?
No, I don't think I ever told him so. If he watches this, this is his first time knowing.
He's watching him with a cigar, he's like, he slowly puts it out.
So this is a recurring dream. I've had it like 4 or 5 times throughout my life. So I learned to swim at this hotel. And for some reason, dreams don't make sense. So the pool was right next to this skate park. We were going across the pool to get to the skate park, but this pool was just like super high end, so I had little stepping stones. So I was trying to follow my dad, and he kept getting further and further away from me. And so I was starting to get sad. And then he went all the way to the skate park, and I was left alone in the middle of the pool, and I witnessed all the other skaters thinking they're cool, and they started beating the crap out of my dad in front of me. I could not get to him, and I was running across these stones, but they're never ending. And then I couldn't see my dad anymore, and they took me, put a chain on my leg, threw me into the pool, and I had just learned how to swim, so I couldn't do anything, and I was this far under the water trying to get out, and I drowned to death.
Is that why, whenever you're talking about on your other video, what's the scariest way to die, and you said if you're right by near the top of the water but you can't get to it, is that
That's
part
why.
That's
Because
why.
I've had that dream all through my life that I die like 1 foot away right after seeing my dad die. And, like,
1 foot away from the top of the water.
Yeah.
That is terrifying. And I'm just confused. You had the same dream multiple times?
Over and
It's
over
such
and
a
over.
vivid dream, like so much going on that having that multiple times is like insane. Brains are weird. Brains are
That's
crazy.
So weird.
Colby.
So I've had a lot of nightmares before in the past. One is living. Another one is when I'm sleeping. But there was one that I can like vividly remember. I probably had this nightmare when I was like in middle school. So I was like 12 or 13 or something like that. I was at my house and a robber broke in. And so my dad, I remember my dad like coming into my room and being like Colby Gage, who's my brother. Like get into the closet, like go like hide. And so me and my mom and my brother all hid in my parents' closet while my dad went to like go fight off these like couple robbers or whatever like that. I don't know who they were. They were wearing clown masks. Scary as fuck. And so I just remember vividly like being in the closet, like hiding under clothes and hearing like my dad screaming. And so I ended up running out of my closet with my brother downstairs to see like my dad getting like shot in the back of the head. Like not even
my
kidding.
God.
And I just remember like falling to the ground and like all like my senses were just fucked up and like my hearing went out because of the gunshot, and like I just remember like crying and just bawling my eyes out. And then like they tied up my mom, my brother, and they killed them too, like in front of me. And then like I remember waking up to like me being like, no, don't pull him out, pointing at my face. And then when I woke up, I was like, and I was like bawling my eyes out, and like it me up.
Corey.
Short though. This was in my old house that I lived in for like 15 years. And this is when I always played with Ouija boards because I thought it was cool when I was younger, until it really haunted my house. Like,
Bro, is this one of the reasons why you stopped playing?
this is the reason.
This is the reason.
Yeah.
Guys, this is the reason Corey stopped playing with Ouija boards.
This literally was probably the last night that I did it. So my homies from Atlanta were in town, and I had other homies from like Tampa. They were over because it was either my 17th or 18th birthday. And I had like a little party, and then it was like, 2 or 3 a.m. I still had like 10 homies over. The whole family's telling all my friends how our house is haunted, because our house was haunted as fuck. Like every day shit would happen. And I thought it was so cool. And so got out the Ouija board, played with it. Shit was happening. I put my phone in the hallway. I was like, look bro, I can put my phone in the hallway, put it on audio, and I bet you I'll record something in a minute. So then like I put it out there, brought my phone back in, we caught like a voice on it. Like just like something whispering into the phone. And I was like, see, y'all should believe me. My house is really haunted. And then I remember them leaving at around like 5 a.m. So this is the craziest thing. I remember my homies were leaving, and I was telling them how like I always have like where I fall asleep and I wake up and can't move and I see shit. And I was telling them that it always happens when I talk about it. So I was like, I swear to God, I'm gonna have it tonight when I go to bed. I just know it. So then they left. Went to bed at like 5:30, and then I remember waking up, or this was my dream, fell asleep, and then I remember waking up and I was stuck. I was just in my room stuck, and I couldn't move at all, but I could see the ceiling and everything. And then I look forward, the time was just spinning, and then it goes 666. I'm fucked. And then I could see like a black shadow, like standing in the corner of my room. Like I've had friends spend the night and say that they see like an old black shadow, like just standing in the corner. I gotta like get the fuck out of here. And I remember my friend was telling me that like that night, that when you're in sleep paralysis, you can like get out of your body and you can see yourself sleeping.
Holy crap.
And I remembered that.
Whoa.
So I did that. And I remember like coming out of like my body, like in my dream, I was technically like a ghost or something. And I remember looking at myself and I was like, I gotta get the out of the house. And I remember running outside, and it was just white everywhere. Just everything was white. But yet there was like the stop sign at the end of the neighborhood. And then there was a, fuck. All right, this is where it gets scary. And there's like a tall man and a top hat, and he has like a cane. And it was just all a shadow. And I'm just like, this isn't good. So I remember just running back like to the house, and he was like following me. I don't know if he was running, but I just remember him following me, and I could just hear like his cane like behind me, just like getting louder and louder and closer and closer. I got back in my house, I slammed the door, like got back in my body, and then I woke up instantly. About a month later, one of my dance homies, he came all the way to my town to pick me up, and he's like, do you have any CDs? So I run inside to get a CD, and as I'm going around the corner, I put my hands up and I go, oh, I'm sorry, because I thought that I was about to run into like my mom, like she was walking down the hallway. And as I'm turning around the corner, something's turning around the corner at me. Like I saw something, and I ran out of the house and I got in the car. And as I kept thinking about it for like that hour car ride, I kept like thinking about what I thought I saw, and it was like the Shadow Man. Like the shadow with the top hat and the cane.
Shit.
And like that's what I ran into in my hallway.
Aaron?
I wake up in like this factory, and I'm like leaving it. I just remember just like being like awake in a factory, like leaving and going like driving around with like a friend of mine. I can't remember who the friend was exactly. I was just driving around with a friend of mine, or like a family member. I can't remember exactly. But we were driving around, and it just like it's like this dream was like weeks long. It's just I remember like weeks passing by and me just like growing like more and more fond of the people that like worked at that factory, but I like somehow lived there or something. Like I lived there, but also like worked there at the same time.
Did you date any of the factory workers?
I don't know. It wasn't like that.
Well, probably wasn't allowed.
Dude, I don't know. No. But like at that factory, we were all making clones. We were like making like we had learned how to like clone people.
Cologne?
Yeah, like clone. No,
What
clone.
was the smell?
Like clone people. No, goodness. Let me say this.
Goodness.
And it gets to the end where we're finishing up with one model or something, and something like goes wrong with the machine, leaves me like a super like deep gash in like my arm for some reason, and I go to look at it, and I see metal in my arm, and I look up as everyone's like around me now, just looking at the metal, and I'm like,
You're the clone.
yeah, that's literally like I was like, oh my god, I like just realized right then like my life has been like a lie this entire time, and I'm like clone number 67, and it's like I'm like, how like everything that I thought was real was a complete lie, and I basically been lied to this entire time, and I was just one of the clones the entire time, and it ended up driving me insane to the point that I just ended my own like clone life, which was like crazy.
Did you turn the power button off, or what'd you do?
He jumped in water.
He took a bath.
No.
I'm kidding.
No.
What I want you guys to do is, if you guys feel comfortable, I want you guys to comment down below some of your scariest nightmares. And everyone just look through, get some popcorn, and just read what everyone is saying.
Yeah.
Read everyone's scary nightmares. You know, just have some fun reading them, get spooked. Smash that like button, or you will have a nightmare tonight. If we could get this to 50,000 likes, guys, then you probably won't have a nightmare tonight. And we might do another video, another personal video that we feel comfortable telling you guys. So, yeah, guys, smash that like button. And sleep safe tonight.
Bye.